Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. As you know, I predominantly focus on tutorial for DaVinci Resolve and tech related subjects. However, my interests extend beyond the tech world. Believe it or not, I'm also deeply passionate about music, sports, and a touch of history. Today marks my first venture into the realm of music topic. Before we dive in, I want to share that my musical palette is quite diverse. I appreciate anything that sounds appealing to my ears. However, there are specific genres I found myself gravitating towards, such as hip-hop and Afrobeats, sprinkled with pop and dancehall. With that said, let's dive into a classical topic, my list of the top 5 rappers of all time. But this isn't just your average list. I'm considering various crucial categories such as sales, rapping ability, influence, flow, stage presence, and respect among other rappers or the media. Join me for an in-depth discussion on what makes these artists legendary. So let's start with our list. Coming in at number 5, Kanye West. So Kanye West, as you can see on my screen, you could read his bio if you want to. Okay, Kanye West to me is one of the best rappers of all time. So he's coming in at number 5. As you can see, I'm using the Billboard Hot 100 to measure the sales and the hits. This might not be the only way you could measure the sales on hit, but this is what I'm using. It doesn't have to be the specific number, but I'm just trying to, at least you have to reach a certain pinnacle to be the top 5 rappers. As you can see here, he has 4 number 1 hits on the chart. He has 20 top 10 hits, and he has 141 songs charted. Okay, so that's pretty good and that's pretty high. So that's what put him there, but not just that. So when it comes to sales, I have a note here where I gave everybody my own ratings. When it comes to sales, I gave him 9.2 out of a 10, which is pretty elite, which you have to be. I believe you have to be somewhat close to that number to be in this category, the top 5. So with sales, I gave him 9.2. With rapping ability, I gave him 8.0, which is well above average, and that's pretty good. If you tell me, that's almost a what, B plus or A minus, somewhere around there. So when it comes to flow, I give him an 8.8 because one of Kanye's biggest gift is probably his flow. Okay, one of out of many, his flow, and because you could actually feel his music when he's rapping based on his flow. 8.8. Now, if you disagree, let me know on the comments. All right. And influence, 9.2. Kanye West is one of the most influential rappers of all time, period. Of all time, period. He got a 9.2. That's pretty high. So that's the top of the chrome, the top of the top. All right. So respect, I would say 8.6. So he also does get a lot of respect in the industry and in the media, despite the latest rumors about Kanye West. All right, so he's still number 5 in my list. And stage presence, I would say he is 9.0. When he is performing, you feel it, like you know that is Kanye West. He does have a great stage presence. He's also a great performer, so when you add those two up, that comes up to 9.0. Okay, so let's move up to the number 4. Number 4 in my list is Eminem. Eminem, I don't know why his picture isn't showing. Let me refresh this. Well, I don't know why his picture is not showing here. But again, Eminem. All right, so Eminem, as you can see, he has 5 number 1 hits. He has 22 top 10 hits. And he has 95 songs charted. So again, he hits the top of the top again when it comes to sales. So I gave him a 9.1. Okay, that's elite. That's the top of the top. So he made it to the number 4 spot. And when it comes to rapping ability, I gave him a 9.4. That's crazy number, 9.4 out of a 10. When it comes to the mainstream rapping ability, that's a 9.4. That's crazy. Trust me, if you guys know Eminem, you know he could rap his ass off. So you shouldn't be surprised with 9.4. Then when it comes to flow, I give him a 9.0. You know he has a crazy flow, especially when it comes to that angry motion, that gangster feeling motion, whatever you call that motion that he gives you when he's rapping. I gave him 9.0 when it comes to that. So when it comes to influence, I gave him 8.0. He's also one of the most influential rappers, especially when it comes to influencing other white rappers into the game. So he's definitely influential. So I gave him an 8.0 when it comes to influence. All right, so when it comes to respect, I would say 8.3. Now, if this was 10 years ago, it would have been higher than 8.3. But lately, I don't know, I feel like his respect level has gone just a little bit down, but he still has respect in the game. Just because some people have come up and say certain things, I'm like, before they wouldn't even dare say that to him. Okay, so in my opinion, 8.3, which is pretty high, which is well above average. So he still gets respect in the game, if you ask me. So stage presence, I give him an 8.8. So Eminem, again, when he's performing, he has a great stage presence. So I give him an 8.8. I don't think his stage presence is better than Kanye, which is why I give Kanye a 9.0 when it comes to stage presence. If you disagree, let me know who has more stage presence. Okay, so moving on to number 3, Jay-Z. And why are their pictures not showing? Well, you know how Jay-Z looks like. Jay-Z, real name, Sean Carter. All right, so he has on the Billboard, he has 4 #1 hits. He has 22 top 10 hits, and he has 105 songs charted. Okay, so you can see the songs that are the #1 hits down here, and he has 22 top 10 hits, 105 songs charted. Okay, so again, he made the cut when it comes to the sales. Your sales matters, because for you to be acknowledged, a lot of people need to acknowledge that you are on that level. Nothing says that more than the sales. So when it comes to sales, Jay-Z get a 9.0 when it comes to sales. And rapping ability, you know Jay-Z is also one of the best rappers out there as well. So I gave him an 8.9 when it comes to rapping ability. By the way, Jay-Z have been in a lot of legendary verses, by the way. Okay, so just because I gave him an 8.9 doesn't mean he's not great. 8.9 is great, okay, because he has been in a lot of legendary verses. Okay, I could name 4 on top of my head already of the legendary verses that he has laid down. Okay, so again, rapping ability 8.9, flow 8.6. Okay, again, he has crazy flows as well. He's one of the best to do it, so I gave him an 8.6 when it comes to flow. Influence, you already know he has a lot of influence in the rap game, so I gave him an 8.8 when it comes to influence. And let's go to respect. Respect, I'll give him a 9.3. Anybody who knows Jay-Z knows he just has a lot of respect in the game. Like, a lot of people show him a lot of respect for whatever reason. He just has a lot of respect in the game. So 9.3, he probably has the highest rating when it comes to respect in the game, 9.3. And when it comes to stage presence, you know he has a stage presence when he's performing. You know Jay-Z is performing. Okay, so he has that 8 too when it comes to performances. Like, he could perform, like he could give you that great feeling when he's performing. So stage presence 9.0. That's pretty high. That's what make him number 3. All right, so I've given you the number 5, which is Kanye, number 4, which is Eminem, number 3, which is Jay-Z. So now we are going to go to the top 2. All right, so the top 2 is Drizzy, Drake. Now, a lot of people might hate this, but bruh, numbers do not lie, bro. Drake is the second best rapper of all time By the way, you could make a case of him being number one, all right? But for me, I think he's number two. When it comes to sell, forget about it. He blows every other rappers out of the water. Like, he's just far beyond anybody else when it comes to sales. As you can see, he has 13 number one hits. He has 76 top 10 hits. And he has 321 songs charted. I mean, this dude is just different, bro. Okay, so when it comes to sales, he's in a different category when it comes to sales. It's not even fair no more. When it comes to sales, I give Drake 9.8. That's out of 10. He get a 9.8. I mean, like, how is anybody supposed to beat that anyway? But he gets a 9.8. Okay, when it comes to rapping ability, I give him 8.3. By the way, that's also well above average. So some people think Drake cannot spit. You're not listening. Drake could spit, bruh. He could spit. So he got an 8.3. Like, him and Jay-Z, they have this bossy, I'm the boss, cool type rapping. When it comes to the beat, they just come in cool and collected, and they just let you know they're the boss, you know? So yeah, rapping ability, I give him 8.3. The flow, I give him an 8.8. You know, he could sing, he could change his vocals, and he could swing between singing and rapping. He's just talented with it, man. He's just nice with it, man. Drake. When it comes to influence, I gave him 8.6. Do I need to explain that? Come on now. He put a lot of people on just by being on their track. He blew up a lot of people. All right, like Little Baby, even some other artists in other genres. So influence 8.6. So you know he has influence. So respect 9.0. Now, do not confuse jealousy for lack of respect, because a lot of people, I believe, are jealous of Drake for whatever reason. I don't know. I'm not in the industry, so you guys know what it is. I don't care, but he does have a lot of respect. By the way, there's no way you are at this level and you don't command a lot of respect. When it comes to stage presence, I also give him a 9.0. He's Drake. He has stage presence. He could perform. He could control a crowd. Like, just him alone could fill up a stadium and just perform his own songs and his own music, and it's just gonna be great. He's just Drake, man. So if Drake is number two, who could possibly be number one? And number one in my list is the person that put Drake on, Lil Wayne. Yo, people are sleeping on Lil Wayne, bruh. People are sleeping on Lil Wayne. I don't know who made a list of top rappers and they put Lil Wayne at number 7. I'm like, yo, y'all not serious, right? You guys are not serious. Y'all not serious. Putting Lil Wayne at number 7 of all time, bruh. He is number one, bro. Hands down, number one. Again, when it comes to selling, he's there as well. He has 3 number one hits, 25 top 10 hits, 185 song charted. So when it comes to selling, he's there as well. He's at the top when it comes to that. So I'll give him 9.4 when it comes to selling. He's somewhere at the top when it comes to selling records. Rapping ability, bruh. In my opinion, I don't think there's anyone better when it comes to rapping ability. Punchline after punchline after punchline, scheme after scheme after scheme. When it comes to his rapping ability, is just crazy. So I gave him a 9.6 when it comes to rapping ability. When it comes to mainstream rappers, I don't see anybody beating Wayne. Anybody that he's been in a record with, he just destroyed them. Even the legends that you guys think that are better than Lil Wayne, he destroyed them every time. Bruh, he's just number one, bro. 9.6 rapping ability. Okay, so let's go to flow. Come on now. When it comes to flow, he's also crazy with it. The way he flows with the beat and changes cadences whenever he wants, and just switch in and out of whatever flow that he wants, next to none. Ridiculous. Okay, so 9.2 when it comes to flow. When it comes to influence, 9.3. Come on now. He influenced the new generation with the dreadlock, with the face tattoo, with even the way he uses auto-tune to rap, and just, I don't know, the way he just flows with the beat. A lot of people copied all them styles, just want to be like him. Okay, respect Come on now. If you're trying to be like somebody, that's the biggest form of respect, right? So I gave him a 9.1 when it comes to respect. Now, obviously, there are people that behave, but do not confuse envy with lack of respect. He does get respect, which is 9.1, especially among his peers. So 9.1 when it comes to respect. Stage presence, you know he has that too. 9.1. Anytime he performs, his energy is crazy. A lot of people do need like a backup singer or hype man and all that. I believe he doesn't even need a hype man. He's his own hype man sometimes. He has an electric stage presence. So yeah, so I gave him a 9.1. If you look at his styles that I gave him, his lowest was 9.1. He had a sales 9.4, rapping ability 9.6, flow 9.2, influence 9.3, respect 9.1, stage presence 9.1. So his bar hits the highest standard in every category. How can you say any other person is number one? Well, at least in my opinion. By the way, if you have any of these people at number one, that's a case for them to be number one. Now guys, if you disagree, let me know who is your top 5 rappers of all time. If you like this video and if you enjoyed this topic, don't forget to hit that like button, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell, and I will catch you in the next video.